Good morning. It's a couple of days later now and it's quite early in the morning, it's about 8 o'clock, and I'm heading down to do a vegan food tour in town, which I'm really looking forward to. I booked on a couple of days ago and it's a way I love to see a new place. I think it'll probably take me to some places I've been already, but looking forward to trying all the food. I met with my tour guide Nguyen and he talked me through what to expect for the day. He was clearly hugely knowledgeable about vegan food and Hoi An history, so I was very glad to have booked this tour. Like many in Hoi An, COVID severely affected his full-time work in tourism, and he had to find a different job, and now runs tours only on weekends. He started by taking me to his favourite banh mi stand, and it was one I hadn't been to yet, so I was thrilled to try another version of one of my favourite Vietnamese foods.
For the original banh mi, they always have like a layer of the pate, which is like adding like to binding all the ingredients together.
Okay.
But like the pate can be like a pork from the liver, but now she's not going to use that.
Yeah.
Like she wants to create the same feeling, the tasteful feeling of the banh mi, so she's going to use the mushroom right here, the black one for wood ear mushroom. I'll show you a picture a bit later. We have the main ingredients to be like tofu and stir fry and seasoned with soy sauce.
Perfect.
So this is probably the best vegan banh mi in Vietnam, and I have been to many places in Saigon and Hanoi and try like kind of tens of different vegan banh mi, but I think this is probably the best one.
That is very, very good. The peanuts and the bite of chili. Yeah.
How do you find? You find like the peanuts is a bit too much?
No, I think it's really nice. Yeah.
You can move and live in Hoi An. People here love peanuts.
Yeah. Sign me up. The tour went way beyond food. And in between mouthfuls, we explored some of the historical spots, as Nguyen told me about Hoi An's past as a trading port, where Chinese, Japanese and Europeans came together to trade. Chinese were the most prevalent at this time, and Hoi An bears relics of this, with this Chinese assembly where the diaspora would come together to discuss important issues, a cultural centre set up and still used for children to learn the Chinese languages, as well as the Chinese temple. After that, we visited another wonderful bit of history, this well, which is over 1,000 years old and still operational. While it's not so much used for drinking these days, local restaurants come here to fetch water that they use for cooking, and this is said to add a lot to the flavours and texture of local foods, especially when noodles are cooked in the water.
At the age of 17 years old, he worked for a Chinese restaurant in the old town.
Our next stop was at a little place that's been making a warm, sweet black sesame soup for generations. And as well as getting to sample this, the place is a museum, celebrating the family and remembering those who have passed away.
So the first step of making the soup is that you roast it. So when you roast it, you get all the fragrance from black sesame. The sweetness of the black sesame soup comes from sweet potato, which is good for your health, right?
Yeah.
It's good for your health. Some of the medical herbs that they use, they're gonna extract the juice from the medical herb. That's the black sesame.
Oh, wonderful.
Black sesame soup.
Wow. Oh, that's really good.
How do you feel? Like
It's
a bit of sweetness,
and then like there's also a slight bitterness.
Bitterness,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
And the texture is really interesting. It's like, yeah, I guess because it's got that starch in it, it's thicker. But yeah, it's like almost, it's really kind of dense. It's very rich. I don't know if I can taste the herbs.
That the bitterness from that is like, because actually the black sesame it doesn't like have the bitter flavor, but it's more like a herbal medicine. So this is very unique type of noodles in Hoi An that you cannot find anywhere in the country. And the color of the noodles is from the acid, so it's like a bit of dark, a bit yellow. When we eat, it could be a bit of like a smoky flavors into the noodles. We're gonna try it for the next stop. Okay, This is more like a buffet style.
It's really nice.
Come look a bit closer, you can see like making some vegan food. Looks like, smell like, and tastes like.
Yeah.
And have a bit of the tailor noodles that you just saw on the way.
So we've just come back to a place that I came the first night here and getting some other stuff. So far this has been absolutely awesome. The sesame soup was phenomenal. The banh mi was the best one I've had. Really enjoying this tour.
So first here we have this is more like pork belly.
Yeah.
Pork belly style. In the middle they use like a coconut and tapioca starch.
That's really good.
No, the taste and the texture.
You tofu?
Solid like soy,
Yeah.
and the fat is like from tapioca starch.
Right.
As I was the only person on the tour, I had the immense privilege of being able to jump on the back of the moped, and we headed through rice paddies to a very special Hoi An food place.
Cái này đậu phộng trồng bao nhiêu mấy ngày? Trăm ngày.
So this is the vegetable and herb garden, and it's where all the vegetables and herbs in Hoi An come from.
Okay, it's my turn. And here they grow all the vegetables and herb in organically way, so like no chemical, no pesticide, no fertilizer needed. They use like natural fertilizer like cow poos, seaweed they get from the rivers. This is morning glory, water morning glory, and the most popular way of cooking is just like stir fry with a lot of garlic. You want to smell it, you have to break it small.
Oh yeah,
smell.
I recognize it from
this
the
like,
banh mi.
It's so strong. I know this one. It's called sweet basil.
Okay.
Sweet basil. So when it's big enough, they can just take it, and they're gonna bring to the market and sell it. And the sweet basil gonna grow again. Okay, sweet basil. Smells really good. Smell like lemongrass. Smell like lemongrass and coriander. Oh.
And it's like it smells a bit like lemon flavored sweets.
Actually, like from I think like it. The smell is like better than it tastes.
Yeah, it smells more like a dessert and tastes more like a herb.
You can pull it up. You can see like the sweet potato root. So it tastes like potatoes. But the interesting thing is the people they eat the leaf as well. And then when they do some tests, actually the leaf has more nutrition than the sweet potato root.
After finishing up at the herb garden, we hopped back on the bike and headed to the last restaurant of the tour.
So these are wontons and they're really, really good, and there's some vegan fish sauce here as well.
So how you gonna eat it? You're gonna break the rice. You're gonna break the rice crackers. Break the rice crackers. We don't eat chips. We love rice crackers as a like snacks.
Yeah.
You know, it's healthy, right? And you break it smaller into your bowl. So in this bowl, you're gonna have a combination of so many different flavors. You have like a bit of chili.
Yeah.
You have a bit of sour, sweet from pomelo, a bit of umami, and you have some herb. For the texture, you have some really soft from mint and pomelo, but you have some like something crispy from the rice crackers. Like this is combination of different flavors and textures in the...
That's really good. It's sweeter than grapefruit, but similar vibe.
Okay, next is called bánh xèo. It's like a vegan bánh xèo. It's kind of rice pancake seasoning, so you have to make your own like wrap and roll. So get the rice paper. You can easily put into the plate, but I'm a like spring roll master. I can put it in my hand. I'm gonna put at one end and some of the vegetables at the other end. Bean sprouts and loads of different type of herb and vegetables. Okay, that's the abundance of vegetables and herb, and you want to start rolling from one end and roll to the other end. Try to cover everything. Ta-da!
Okay, let's see if I can do such an impressive roll.
You can put into the place. It's gonna be easier for you. Like put it here.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm rolling like this?
Yes, tight.
Or...
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Try to wrap everything together. That's good.
Oh, we're doing it. We have an escapee, but
This is the sauce.
it tastes very well rolled. It's good.
Yeah.
Really good. I really enjoyed the food tour. He was very knowledgeable, very passionate about food, shared some really great vegan places. Hello, it's the next morning now. I didn't end up vlogging after the food tour yesterday. I didn't really do that much. It was quite a chilled afternoon, just bopping around drinking coffee. I was very full after all that food in the morning. But yeah, not a whole lot to report from yesterday. Oh, except my clothes arrived from the tailor. So I went the day before for my final fitting and they made a few adjustments and they delivered them to my guest house, which is so lovely. And I tried them on yesterday, but I'll show you fully later. Today, I'm going a little bit further out than I've been so far. I'm gonna have a bit of a beach day. I've found a cafe that looks really nice and backs onto the beach. I think I'm gonna go via the gym and do a short workout first, but let's take on the day. Well, I had a good gym workout and I'm feeling really, really good. I'm really pumped after that. And now I'm walking to the beach, which is just under an hour to get there. And it's going all through kind of fields and rice paddies and a bit of the countryside, which I'm really thrilled about. I think the motorbike I went on yesterday on the food tour might have come this way or somewhere similar around here. But it's nice to do it on foot and just get absorbed in the peace. It was a lovely walk through the rice fields, and I even saw a buffalo, which you can kind of see at a distance in this clip. Then I headed over a bridge towards the coast and stopped in a coffee shop called The Sound of Silence, which had been recommended by several local people as well as suggested on a lot of online articles who recommended it, both for good coffee and a great co-working location. I set myself up with my laptop and caught up on some editing, and it was exactly the peaceful afternoon I'd been looking for. I see the sea! So I had a really nice afternoon in the Sound of Silence coffee shop, getting some editing done, and it's a lovely coffee shop. It was a bit lacking in plug sockets, but I had enough power to get me through. And it was just a nice atmosphere. There was no music on in there, so I could really focus. I get real sensory overload when the music's too loud somewhere. So that felt really good. And it's just really leafy outside, and they have all kinds of facilities like showers and lockers, so you can use those and then use the cafe and then go to the beach, and it backs right out onto the beach, which is so beautiful. And I've got my swimming stuff with me, but it's not that warm anymore, and I'm on my own, and they do have the lockers in the cafe, and I have thought to swim, but I don't know if I will. I think I might just dip my toes in and feel the Vietnamese sea on my feet. You know, I cannot believe it's taken me so long to get down to the sea. It's a little bit smoggy, but I'm just so full of joy. It took me about an hour to walk here from the gym. It'd probably be about an hour and 15 from town. Most people cycle, and most hotels and guest houses and hostels have free bikes you can rent. I prefer to walk. There's also mopeds, really easy to get here. And there's lots of private beaches down there. And then I think I'm going up towards the public beach, which actually looks very busy. So there's a whole stretch of restaurants along here, and I'm just looking for a place called the Fisherman, which is a vegan restaurant, and the menu looks really good. And I think it's right around here, and I'll let you know how it is. I really, really like the vibe of this restaurant, and they do a mixture of Western food and Vietnamese food. And I have ordered some Western. I've got a breakfast burrito with tofu and avocado and stuff, and just some chips. But it was really nice to see a fully vegan menu as well. I have not been fully vegan on this trip. I've fallen off the rails to vegetarianism quite a lot of the time. But actually here in Vietnam, like a lot of the restaurants that call themselves vegan restaurants, you actually notice on their menu they do egg coffee or Vietnamese coffee with condensed milk, and I kind of just assumed all those things were veganized versions, and they're not. So yeah, you don't always know. Okay, I'm back at the hotel now, and I just want to show you the outfits I got from the tailors that got dropped off here yesterday. Excellent service, and I'm really happy with them. I'll show you what I got. So this is the suit I got. I love this vibrant shade of green, and I'll show you the full length. And I love this jacket, that it's kind of, it's got a really nice like tailored shape here, but it's not too feminine. And the trousers are kind of high waist, and I really like them. And then this shirt colour, it's kind of orangey, salmony, light orange colour, which I wasn't so keen on. I love orange, but usually a kind of deep or bright or kind of burnt orange. And they didn't have that in shirt material. I wouldn't really wear this colour on its own, this paler colour, but with the suit I just think it looks absolutely wonderful, so I'm very happy with it. And then I also got this wonderful jumpsuit made. I really like jumpsuits and all-in-ones in general, but I feel like it's smart enough, it's structured, that I can wear it to work, but I also like it enough that I'd wear it in my everyday life as well, if I'm doing something that's not too mucky. And there's big, deep pockets. So I've just arrived at my yoga retreat, which is another video for another day, but thank you so much for watching all my highlights of Hoi An and everything I got up to. I hope it's inspired you to come to Hoi An. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos or vlogs on living intentionally, please subscribe to my channel. And if you've ever been to Hoi An, I'd love to hear in the comments down below how you found it and what your favourite things were. Thank you so much for coming along on the journey. It's a joy to have you here as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!